There's a new gourmand fragrance that has absolutely been taking social media by storm lately. I bought it. I'm going to give you my honest review and tell you, is this fragrance worth the hype, or is it just a case of social media mania? So before we get started, if this is your first time watching, hello, my name is Anya. I love fragrances, and I post on here at this point almost every single day, but you can get a guaranteed video from me every single Wednesday, along with a ton of bonus content in between, of course. But I'm talking to you about this fragrance right here. You might recognize this bottle. This is the Pistachio Biscotti Perfume. So this is a fragrance brand that infuses a lot of their products with pistachio oil. So they have this fragrance, and they also have a bunch of skincare. I haven't tried the skincare, I just got the perfume. This fragrance, of course, has the hero note of pistachio, but it is much more complex than that. So I'm going to read you the scent pyramid. We have top notes of biscuit, cherry, mid notes of nutty notes, cinnamon, spices, and floral notes, and then a base of vanilla, sugar, and tonka bean. Not gonna lie, when I first saw the cherry, I was kind of scared. I was a bit apprehensive about getting this fragrance for that reason, because cherry is a fragrance note that has been reiterated so many times. And it kind of got to the point where I was like, if it has cherry in it, I feel like the fragrance will smell a little bit predictable. However, with a lot of new releases, cherry has kind of taken a back seat, and it now functions as more of a supporting player in a lot of fragrances. So cherry can make a fragrance feel fruity, and a bit like it can round a fragrance out in a very interesting way. And that's what is done here. So this is a nutty perfume, but it has a slight fruitiness to it. And that, of course, comes from the cherry. But it also does have like that pistachio, that buttery pistachio kind of vibe to it that I really do love. So this is not your typical sweet gourmand fragrance. This has some complexity to it, and it does smell quite photorealistic, which I was surprised by. I was very happy to smell this fragrance because it truly, honestly, was love at first sniff for me. It really does have that beautiful, amazing gourmand quality that just drew me in. This fragrance does come on a little bit intense, but in the dry down, it does become a skin scent. So if you want to enjoy this fragrance, you do have to overspray it outside of spraying it on your hair, your clothes, because this fragrance is rather fleeting. But I am honestly okay with that, especially as we transition into the summer, because this is the type of fragrance that if it was more intense, it would be a little bit overwhelming for the summertime. But since this fragrance is on the lighter side and it does transition into that skin scent, it makes this fragrance a lot more palatable, and I would say this will definitely turn into my go-to, or one of my go-to summer fragrances, because it is truly a beautiful, creamy gourmand that also is not too overwhelming. And that's something I really love. Another thing I noticed when I first got this fragrance, and again, I'm just going to mention this in case you're buying this fragrance and you have a similar experience, I found the sprayer wasn't working, and I was kind of confused. I was like, is something wrong with the nozzle, the atomizer, whatever? But then I found out they kind of overfilled the bottle. So if you see, because I've used this fragrance, you can see the liquid, but they had overfilled it so much that I couldn't see like the air at all. I couldn't see like, I was like, is this bottle empty? Because that's how full it was. I couldn't even see the liquid. So I literally just like sat there spraying for about 10 or 15 minutes until I was able to like get the liquid out and like get some air in here. And then it was absolutely fine. So if you see right now, it's working very well. And oh my goodness, it smells so good in the air. In the air, you really do get a little bit more of that cherry, but of course this is very prominent with the pistachio and the biscotti. There is a little bit of a light spiciness to this, but not overwhelmingly so. It's kind of like you have a pistachio biscotti dessert, but you have a slight sprinkling of cinnamon. It's nothing overwhelming whatsoever, and I'm very sensitive when it comes to cinnamon perfumes because some of them can come off as a little bit scratchy to my nose, but this is really pretty. So Final verdict, is this worth the hype? I would say yes. This is a pretty affordable fragrance. You can get it currently for around $45. I'm going to put the link down below if you're interested in purchasing, but I really like this fragrance a lot. If you're interested in like a nice, really gourmand perfume, it just got so dark. If you're interested in a nice gourmand perfume and you're okay with something that will become skin scent, I mean, of course, we're coming into summer, like come on, you don't want to be radiating gourmand fragrances because that will make people feel a little bit nauseous. So if you are a gourmand lover and you're interested in getting a creamy pistachio fragrance and you really want something that's focused on the gourmand notes, this is definitely one to try. So that is it for this video. I hope this was useful to you. Let me know what you think of this perfume if you've already purchased it, if you're considering getting it. I personally think it's lovely and I will be wearing this. I have been wearing this actually, and I've very much been enjoying it, but I will be wearing this in the summertime as well. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I will see you next time. Bye.